Hi there. So today I want to go over our team sprint review. I want to demonstrate the functionality of our group's prototype on Salesforce, and I'm going to talk about the various user stories that we've completed so far. We're also going to walk through why we matched each acceptance criteria for each user story that was generated. So to start, our first user story was to create database schema, and this was accomplished by setting up classes with respect to the entities of our project and their respective attributes within Salesforce. So for the acceptance criteria for this, all constituents field must be populated. We must have all concrete classes from the DCD, and this can be shown by looking at the tabs up here. So we have a constituents tab, a household accounts tab, and an organizations tab. Next, our user story was manage constituents. This referred to being able to create, update, or delete a constituent. So I'm going to go ahead and click on constituents right here. You can see that we have some mock data currently, and if I were to want to add a new constituent, I would go ahead right over here and click new, and I'd be able to populate all these fields and save it and add a new constituent. If I wanted to update or delete a current constituent, I would just click on their name. So we'll click right here, and I can either edit or hit this drop-down arrow and click delete to delete this constituent. But I'm just going to go back because I don't want to change any of this data. So we definitely reached all the acceptance criteria for managed constituents. Our next user story is called Manage Household Account. So this refers to the Household Accounts tab. We want to be able to either add a new household or modify an existing one, or also delete one. So again, same thing. If you want to add one, you can click new right here. If I want to go in and modify someone's account, I click on their name, and then let's say she's married, but let's say maybe she isn't married, so we'll just change it to Miss. And then I can click Save, and then that data is saved. And then also, if needed, I can delete this household. So next, our user story regarding organizations was to be able to manage organizations. This also included being able to add an organization, update, or delete one. So again, same thing. You can edit or delete an organization by clicking on it. And if I were to add one, I can click new. I'll demonstrate that. And you can plug in the organization name, all of its characteristics and information, and click save. But I'm not going to do that right now. So overall, we met all of our user stories during this sprint. Our project is currently on track, even with the disruption to the original project schedule. We've reached all of our acceptance criteria like I just showed you, and although we did run into a couple issues during this sprint, we were able to resolve all of them with the professor, and it did not impact the project timeline. So we're excited to keep working on this project during the next sprint.